I somehow right. That's because I used Boggle Dice to name my character, and I actually don't remember what the Boggle Dice came up with for that. Boy. Uh, yeah. I found it. Shald. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dunmer slash Druid. I mean, it just logically makes sense because that's the Skyrim race that most closely resembles the way half elves are written. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Well, I mean, like in my case, being a Dunmer slash Druid, I technically get two sets of cleric spells. Although Druid is like well, uh, I mean, it's not as simple as being a cleric, but it kind of like being a cleric.
Left the Dunmore house, the house call to Jarl Balgruuf, who, because of Jarl Elisif's of inexperience with being a Jarl at the moment, Jarl Balgruuf was voted to be the new High King of Skyrim, and he is still alive, though he is getting up there in age.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I actually double checked it. He was like in his like mid or late 40s at the time of the game, so he'd be close to his 70s at this point in time, at least.
Okay, Grandpa, I get it.
Plus, he's a fit dude. Plus he's a fit dude. He's gonna live forever. It feels like at this point.
I feel like he was sitting around too much, man. That throne, you know.
I'm not sure if it's canonical or just my assumption, but I kind of feel as though the higher level healing magic in Skyrim can actually extend your life expectancy, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, I
I mean,
wouldn't put it
probably.
past it.
Right,
And
but you can
so-
also use. Can't you also use the healing as attack magic on the zombies and undead and stuff? I believe so.
Yeah. But I was just making a point about the whole like people being an unnaturally old thing.
Oh.
And so, as they were all hanging out at the inn, drinking at the top floor, a courier appeared and gave a letter to Hafir from Irileth, from Whiterun, saying that that a scout has come across a possible Stormcloak camp. Now, even though most of the Stormcloak rebellion has been squashed, there are still little cell groups scattered throughout Skyrim still to this day. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, because a whole bunch of people still hate the Imperials.
and so I forget what Grimm's characters. Oh yeah, I forgot because Grimm's character is a Skirner Greymane, so he's related to the Greymane house that lives in Whiterun. So Skirner offers to his assistance to Hafir, and then Marhawk's character, what was her name again?
Shald.
Shald overhears conversation, offers her assistance, and they begin to make their way, only making 3 hexes away from Windhelm when they stop to refill their their water skins and come across a cave that has a skull totem outside of it. They decide to explore the cave, where they come across 5 zombies, or in this case, Draugr, and took out 2 of them before they, because mistakes have made on my part with initiative rolling and stuff, they got all knocked out. Except for the dog. The dog stood guard. The dog did not run. The dog was loyal.
Okay.
Yeah, because I forgot for a split second Hoffier. Yeah, Hoffier. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because of the Draugr. Well, the Draugrs roll max damage on your hit on you. And as I think, because Hoffier was the last one to fall. As he was like fading in and out of consciousness, he saw as someone else walked into the cave before he completely passed out. But they didn't. But excuse me, losing my words here. But but for some reason they did not. They did not die. As we cut to, we'll kind of go back. If we'll say all this is being looked at still from Hoffier's point of view. As you fade in and out of conscious, Hoffier, you see as like your eyes, you come back as like you feel as the 3 remaining Draugr are lifting you and your compatriots into like a carriage and tossing you just into the back of it. And as your head hits the carriage, you pass out again. When you come to again at a later point in time, more of the day has passed, and you hear this person like shouting orders to the 3 Draugr that are like following alongside the carriage as the carriage is moving and being pulled by a horse. And then you pass out again. You come to again as you hear the sound of big metal doors opening as you and your compatriots are carried inside to who knows where. And at this point, you guys are going to be back at full health now, so you're back at your max HP again. As
Okay.
and then your characters are going to be here when we actually start this scene. So everyone roll me a Constitution check, and again, you're trying to get under your stat for a success.
Yes, sir.
That's rolling a d20, right?
Yes, D20.
Okay.
Oh damn! I forgot how this one worked. How is it that you roll on this friendly bot?
You can roll physical dice if you want. As long as you're honest with your rolls, I don't mind if you roll physical dice.
I'm a 11 under 15.
Okay.
Well, that sucks. I got a
Oh, there we are.
19.
60 by 1. Damn it! I failed.
Did you fail, Marhawk?
I rolled a 19. Yeah, about that.
Yep. That's be it. That's old school gaming for you. So Javier, you slowly actually start to fully wake up. You're though yes, like as your eyes, like the pain hits you first before your sight does, as you feel sore just all over.
I'm waking up and feeling for my weapons. Do I feel my weapons?
Let me see something here. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do for this. I just forgot to grab out the thing that I needed for it. Is it up in here? No, of course I don't have the one item that I needed for this. Hold on. I know I have it on my phone. Give me a second here. There was something I was going to, because I actually like this item that's in the. Are y'all familiar with the Mythic emulator?
Yeah, I do. I am familiar with
Yeah,
it. It's pretty good.
it actually has a really good like fate table
Hmm.
in it.
Yeah, the
So
fate
I'm
chart.
going. Yeah, the fate chart. So when it comes to questions like this, I'm just going to. It's like I haven't decided if we're going to do like the chaos factor part to where it goes up and down and changes all the fates depending on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the idea where it gives you like the 50-50, somewhat likely, somewhat unlikely kind of deals. So I
Yeah, it's
figured
pretty. I love it.
so I figured for when it comes to questions like these, I'm going to be using that table for the roles to answer those kinds of questions.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I just gotta find the right
Like
D10.
a GM assist.
Yeah, I use all sorts of stuff from various games. So let me see here.
Well, I mean that's the reason why the old school books had so many appendixes. Is, hey, here's a list of things you can do, so you don't have to make it all up on your own.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm just reading this over, so I make sure I'm reading this right. All right, so we're gonna say it might be unlikely that you all still have your weapons on you.
Okay.
And yes, you still have your armor on, but your weapons are missing.
Oh, okay.
At least Javier, when you try to feel for your
Right.
weapons, you feel like they're
Yeah.
not on you. Your dog is in the cage with you though. As you look around and you see you're in like a little cell.
All right. Are we all in the same cell? Like
Uh,
a single wagon, or is it like a train?
it's almost like there's like multiple cells in this room that you're in. You look across the way, you see a Marhawk's character still kind of passed out. And then and then as you look into the cage next to Marhawk, there's Grimm's character still passed out. And in the cage next to you, which you can't see him at the moment, is Warts' character.
Mm-hmm.
How Warts got there, we don't know yet.
Right.
Well, I got there somehow. We'll
Yep.
find out.
I'm looking for something in the cage that I can throw and hit Mar Hockman in the nose to wake him up.
Hmm.
I mean, you're as you look around, give
I
me
mean,
a.
to wake
Well,
up
actually,
Shaw.
I need to pull up that stupid that skill list thing in the rule cyclopedia that Grim was telling me about. It's like, you think I would have known to had all this on hand before this all started. I just forgot what page it was on in here. Skill list. Okay, there it is, page 81. I love having all this stuff on my phone. So yeah, roll me your wisdom check, Melkor.
Okay. I got an 11 over 9.
Okay, so you do find like some rocks and stuff, but you're not. But as you look around, it's like you're not quite sure where exactly y'all are at, because it's like you don't know if you're above ground or underground. It's hard to tell.
Okay. So it's dark.
There is a few torches lighting the area, and you can kind of hear like above you, like you can hear like there's like a floor above you, because if you look to the right, you can see like some stairs that come down to the cages. And you hear just like the Draugr walk. You hear a couple like Draugr walking back and forth.
And how many Draugr am I seeing around here?
You cannot see them at the right now. You just hear them walking.
I'm still gonna try to toss something to hit and wake up Marhawk. And
Okay.
then the other guy.
Okay. So Wirtz is on. So Wirtz is in the cage next to yours, so you won't be able to get to him at the moment. But you can see Marhawk's character. Marhawk, what's your character's AC?
13.
You still have your armor on, so
Yeah, I think it's 13.
all right. So Melkor, make me yeah, this will be a missile attack. Make me a missile attack roll.
A crit.
So you throw this rock perfectly, and Marhawk, the thing that wakes you up is a stone hitting you smack dab in the middle of your forehead.
Yeah. Okay, that
Hey, what's
sounds
up?
about right.
Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet.
I can't believe you critted on throwing a rock.
Damn.
Of all things. Like, where was that last session?
Right.
Um,
Can't believe it. I do have a. I can turn on the camera real quick.
you don't have to, but
Get it on there. My thing's all jacked up.
trying to. Okay, there we go.
I
All
had my
right,
camera.
so I'm sorry.
I had my camera on backwards. It was showing my fingers. So.
It's fine. So, repeat to me your character's name one more time, Marhawk.
Shald.
Scald. Okay.
No, it's
Oh.
it's pronounced like scald, except with an SH instead of an SC.
God.
So Schuld.
Yeah.
Okay, Schuld. Sorry. That's like, get used to it. I'm probably gonna forget everyone's names probably until we get like 10 sessions in or something. And
Yeah,
if y'all live long enough, of
it's
course.
also one of those things where it's just close enough to be forgettable and just far enough to be hard to remember.
All right. So yeah, like a small bump starts to appear on Schuld's forehead as she begins to slowly wake up out of her like unconsciousness. And that's when Schuld, as you come to, you realize, yeah, you're in the cage as well. Well, okay, I need to rephrase. It's not really like a cage. It's cells, because it's like they got the walls around. A cage would be like if it was all metal. So you're all in cells, not cages. My apologies.
Okay.
The image I had in my mind is one of those things from Skyrim that's basically just a bunch of tree branches tied together. So it's kind of like almost like one of those like chicken crates, except large enough to hold a person in it.
No, no, you guys are you guys are inside somewhere. Whether that's whether you're above ground or underground, you can't tell. And Warts, if you will make another Constitution check to see if your character can wake up by now, he can't. You can.
Oh, okay. Let's see this. I do.
All right. So as Shoal comes to and she realizes, that she's in a cell, across from you, you see Hoffier in one cage, and in the next cage, in the cage next to in the cell next to Hoffier, you see Wirtz's character. So Wirtz introduces to your character. What do they look like?
Well, I sent an image. He's basically a half elf, wearing like chainmail armor. Doesn't have a sword because weapons are on us, but he would have a sword. Basically, he's trying to study more about the Dwemer. That's about it.
Oh, okay. This will make this interesting then when we get to this. And so, yeah, so Silas begins to wake up as well about the same time. And that's when you notice that you have cellmates now.
Oh man, I thought I was in my own private cell. I look to them and say, "Hey, where are we?"
I don't know.
But last I remember, I was in a cave next to a river. Not really sure if I'm still in the same cave or not at the moment.
I just woke up.
And last I remember, I was in a carriage somewhere.
I woke up a couple times being transferred, I guess, hauled off a couple
Yes.
days
So,
ago.
damn. Well, do you guys know how to get out of here, or? I mean, you look the
What
sort to escape cells all the time.
I just woke up.
What are
I
the
don't even know
sails
where I
made of?
am.
What are the sails made of?
They're rusted. It's like rusted metal. So you can tell that these cells have been around for quite a while.
I'm looking for weak points in the base and the top.
All right. Make me a intelligence check then.
Oh no, 17 over 10.
Oof. So so everything looks all fine and dandy to you currently.
I don't know, guys. I can't find no weak points in here. Maybe y'all can find something. I'll start looking. I'll start looking for any holes from any prior escapees or something.
Well, I'm not the cell escaping type, friend.
Yeah, you guys have been talking, and that's where you notice that Skerner has Hoffier, because you would have seen Skerner in like the cell across from you, well next to Shold. Skerner has not woken up yet. Still, he is still out cold.
Well, unless Shald can wake him up, I'm gonna hit him with a rock too.
All right, you can make another missile attack if you want. I forgot what it is.
7 plus 2 is 9. That's
I don't think that meets his AC, I believe. So it just kind of, I will say, you're kind of sure with it. It tick tick tick, and then kind of taps across on him, You just see him stir a little bit, so he is alive. But for all intents and purposes, he is currently out of commission for this session.
Right. He's a tag along. He's our.
We're gonna have to carry him, though. Right? Damn.
He'll just have to be the mule this session.
Ah, okay. I knew I had this somewhere. All right, so Schultz, is there anything that you would like to try and do?
Well, try to figure out how the door is being kept closed.
Make me an intelligence check.
Right. Okay, well. Int is 13, so let's see. I rolled a 19 again. Really? Okay.
Damn.
All right. So you're just looking at them and you're just like, wow, these are held together really nice.
Wow. Damn, bro. Okay. Damn. We're kind of fucked.
And then
Man,
yeah, and
I
you
can
all are
always,
just
I can always try to just break through the door, run through it.
Run through it? That's your plan?
No,
Well,
I'm looking for loose rods. I haven't found any.
you
damn.
can most certainly try if you want, Melkor.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, use my strength and break the door open.
All right.
Open doors, or is that
Make me a strength check.
okay? 13 under 16.
So what's funny is I also rolled a fate check to see if it was likely or unlikely that these cages were just left unlocked on accident. So as you charge forward, you just hit the thing. It's like boom, and you just fall right out of it.
Like that old sight gag where someone leans on a door and then the door just automatically opens because it wasn't latched.
Yeah, because literally, in order for me to get a yes on the unlikely roll, I had to roll under a 35, and I rolled a 33 for yes. These doors were left unlocked.
I mean, I suppose if you have Draugr being the ones who are checking to make sure the doors are locked, well...
Yeah.
Speaking of which, speaking of Draugr, let me see here. Yeah, you hear the sound of the as the steps of the Draugr that was walking above you start to make its way to you after hearing you crash out of the cage.
I'm gonna attempt to hide in shadows.
Oh.
Wow, nice.
I could cast
I'll,
darkness on the room.
No, actually, there is another set of rules we can do for some of these thief skills. Because it's in one of the Crawling Caravan books. I don't have it up. I remember it. You can roll a d6. Tell me what you get on that.
Who would be rolling the d6 again?
I think it's Melkor, because his character was the one that broke out of the cage.
And I got a 6.
You think you hide, but it's like the dragon just comes down, looks around, and then just lays his eyes right on you.
Damn. Can I just jump and attack it?
Hold up. Hold on. I thought, was it Melkor? Weren't you the one that wanted to ask to hide? And that because you broke through the door?
Yes.
Yeah. So I got confused, Silas. Did you get your character? I mean, Works, did you get your character mixed up or something? Or was. I'm completely
Is my
confused now.
occasional unlocked?
Well,
Yeah,
okay, so what happened was you all saw Melkor just run through his cage, and he just burst through it with ease. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, Silas, you go and you just slightly just push on the cage door and it swings open.
Hell yeah. So can I attack the Draugr?
Are you just using your fists?
Poof.
Because you don't have your weapons on
mean-
you.
I don't have my weapon on me. I guess I am using my fist, man. Hell yeah.
All right, then. I don't know exactly.
Disarm him. Slow.
Can I disarm him?
If we gang up on him, we can disarm him.
Make
I'm
me
taking the sword though.
go ahead and still make an attack roll to see if you can like actually get to him to disarm him.
All right.
I need to look up his stats really quick while you're doing
Do
that.
we have like our equipment on our back, like our backpack and stuff like that?
Ooh,
You do
damn.
not.
Okay,
I
just
got
the
a
arm.
9.
I'm sorry, what did you get?
I got a 9, bruh.
A 9?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here to look, and nope, that misses.
Damn.
So you try to go for this Draugr, and he just kind of like shakes you off, and then and if Melkor or Marhawk, if you guys want to do something, now would be the time to do it.
What is he armed with? Is he armed with a sword or anything like that, or is he just like a whip? Or
He has a sword.
okay. His attention's now on Silas, right?
Yeah, I'll say his attention's on Silas, so you get I'll say you get like a +1 to this roll as well, on top of what anything else you add to it.
Is he close enough to the cell that I'm in that I could hit him by slamming the door open?
No, he is not.
Aw. In that case, I will open the door as quietly as I can and then try to knock the Draugr down by tackling it.
All right, make an attack roll.
What's the ground made of?
It's like stone.
All right, I'm looking for a rock, and I'm gonna try to bash the Draugr over the head after he tackles it.
I rolled a 17.
All right, that hits.
Okay.
So you tackle him to the ground, and let me see. Does he drop his sword as he falls to the ground? Yeah, you tackle him to the ground, and his sword goes clinging on the floor right up to Silas's feet.
Oh, nice.
So it's one of those.
Sword,
Was it like the ancient? Yeah, like the ancient Nord's sword or something like that.
Yeah, the ancient Nord sword. Hell yeah.
All right, and it's just the regular sword stat. It's just regular like damage dice for that sword, regardless.
Perfect. 1d8. Let's go, man.
Yeah. And I'll say at this point, Melkor, I'll say that you're able to, like, as soon as you, like, because you're out of the cage, you're able to quickly find, like, a decent-sized rock that's just loose from the floor, and you can just pull it up. And since Marhawk has tackled this Draugr to the floor, you get, like, a +2 bonus to attack it if you want.
All right, I got a 16 plus 4, 20.
Yeah, that will hit. And then let's make that a D6 for damage.
D6. What is the plus on a 16 strength? Is it plus two for hit and damage, or just damage?
Yeah, your strength modifier is added to hit and to damage.
Okay, so 6 plus 2 is 8.
All right, so how do you kill this Draugr?
Oh, I just start smashing it with the rock on its head until I'm hitting the ground.
Yep. like this black blood from this Draugr like splashes all over you, and then some gets on Shoal too, as you're just beating this head to like a pulp.
Let's get out of here, guys. Girl.
Girl.
Yeah, Shawd is a girl.
Yeah, female elf. Anyway.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh man, I didn't know.
Anyway, well, while I'm getting up off of the Draugr, I'm going to, pat it down to see if it has anything I can steal. Because someone already stole a sword from this thing, so let's see if it has anything else.
Give me a second here.
I'm gonna grab a torch off the wall for now.
All right, hold on. I'm double checking something here really quick. Game statistics. You find 4 gold septums on this Draugr.
Okay.
And that's basically it. Now, are you doing anything to Skirner?
Yeah, we woke him up so we can get him to follow us, I guess.
Right, because currently he's still at his cell laying down. He has not gotten up yet.
Yeah, well, can we like he said, can we wake him up so he can follow us?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, let's do that, man.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say, Hoffier, your dog's was in the cage with you too, so you have your dog by your side as well.
Okay, sweet.
What kind of dog does he have again?
That's a hunting dog.
What breed?
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler. Okay. A Rottweiler in Skyrim. That would be interesting. That'd be interesting if you could just see all sorts of different dog breeds throughout Skyrim.
Yeah, most of the dogs in Skyrim are, well, they didn't actually go to a whole lot of effort making several models. Most of them kind of look like wolves, actually.
All right. And did you name your dog or no?
Yes. He's on my
What?
Yeah, his name is Hunder.
Hundo? Or Hunter?
Hundr.
Oh, Hunder. Okay. All right, and because Hunter, after you all get up, and he lets out a few happy barks of woof woof, and then he starts to kind of go up the steps that led down to y'all's cells.
Lead the way out of here, buddy.
Yep. And as you all make your way up the steps, you see Hunter sitting down, sitting on his hind right next to a table where all your stuff is at.
Sweet. Load up.
Yep. So you all quickly get your weapons and all that. You see now there's there's a couple shelves in this room. There's some books and maybe some potion ingredients, some alchemy ingredients and all that. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot else in this room at the moment.
If the books or anything looks like it has any type of value, I'm definitely taking anything.
Let me see here. Where did I put that stupid dice? You actually do words. You actually do come across a couple books about the Dwemer.
Oh
Neat.
hell yeah! What language are they on? Are they in Dwarvish?
No, I'd say like they were translated from like an original material into like to basically common.
Let's
So
go.
you can read 'em.
I can read Dwarvish.
Oh, did you get like a height of intelligence score to be able to like read another language?
I go 15.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, these are most of these books are in common. That are on the shelf as you kind of peruse through them, but find them, but definitely pack away the ones that are like about the Dwemer.
Nice. Okay, I'll definitely pack them. 3 books you said?
Yeah, we'll say like 3 different books. Like it's like a 3-volume series.
Hell yeah.
Well, one of those where someone's writing a book and then realizes that it's too many pages to put all of them in one book.
The lusty Argonian maid visits the Dwemer.
Oh man.
And so as you all finish getting your stuff together, you see there's only like one door in and out of this area.
Well, let's go through it, man. Hell yeah. Actually, no. Can I hear through the door?
That's what I was
Yes.
about to say. Let's listen for noise and creak the door open or crack it open.
Frick. Give me 1 second. It's the roll for hear noise. Or not hear noise. Frick, what's that dumb door? What's like a no, like was it listen through door or something like that? It's called. I think I would know this.
Listen at door. It's 1d6.
Yeah, roll for your listen at door check.
Hell yeah,
And
I
tell
got
me
a
if you
1
pass
in
or
6
fail.
chances. I fail.
I guess I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, roll for your listen at door check.
Let's see.
Yeah, I also failed. I got a 5 out of 6.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, I typed that in wrong. Oops. I rolled a 6.
All right.
Oh man.
No, we don't hear nothing.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we're fucking deaf.
What about the dog?
does the hunting dog have any sort of like skill like that, Melkor?
He has AC 12, hit points 6, M move 180, ML 10, alignment saves.
See something here really quick.
Probably just the normal whatever.
I'm going to say, if I can find it here really quick, because I want to look this up for myself. Well, I'm going to say because he's a hunting dog, I'll say he has a 3 and 6.
3
if
and
you want to
6.
roll for your dog. Yeah.
I got a 5.
All right. So you hear you see his like your dog's ear like kind of lifts up like and like he leans his head towards the door, but then it just goes back down. He just sits there, which lets you know that your dog didn't hear anything.
All right, let's open the door.
All right, who's going through it first, man?
Me and my dog will go through.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you open the door and are greeted by 2 more Draugr.
All
All
right.
right, let's roll that initiative, brother, man.
So this was actually part of the mistake I made during that first session was because I'm using the zombie stat for Draugr. Zombies don't roll for initiative; they lose initiative every time.
That does actually
Oh
make
yeah,
sense because in Skyrim you can just like walk up to most Draugr and just whack it before it actually does anything.
Exactly.
yeah.
That actually makes more sense than why you would have the initiative first every time against these things, anyways.
Yeah, at least against Jogger, anyways.
Yeah. So that means you all get to go first, and I'll just kind of go with how everyone's kind of listed on my side. So we'll start with Marhawk first.
Hmm. I'll swing at it with my sword.
All right, so you're gonna push your way around Melkor's character to get to the Draugr, then?
Oh, he's a. Oh, I was just. I hadn't visualized him as being between me and the Draugr. Oh. Hmm.
Well, actually, I'll say he just opened the door. He hadn't stepped all the way out, so you could easily just get around him to go get to meet the Draugr.
Yeah, because like
Right.
I was just like kind of like visualized it as like me stand to the side of the doorway and like stab through the doorway frame.
It's like that Three Stooges comedy scene where you all just open the door and then there's someone there and they just turn and y'all just looking at each other for like a couple seconds.
Yeah. So I guess roll d20.
Yep. Roll to attack.
I rolled an 18.
That will hit.
I don't remember how much damage the short sword does in this game.
The what?
I think it's just sword. It's 1d8, right? Or is there a short
Yeah.
sword?
Yeah, there is a short sword. It's 1d6.
That's right. I just looked at it again and I realized I had the regular sword on my sheet, which is not the short sword. Whoops.
Then you have a 1d8. Let's go.
Seven.
Is that including your strength bonus if you have one?
I have a strength of 13. I don't think I get a bonus for that.
Okay then. So just 7. All right. So you like just cut off the arm of the one of the Draugr, and it just kind of like looks at the stump where his arm is, and then looks back at you.
That's when I attack. No,
All right. The same one or the other one?
the same. If it's my turn.
Yep. Yep. It is your turn now, Melkor.
All right, I got a 16 plus 2, so 18.
That will hit.
And I'm using my sword, so a d8. Dang it. A different d8. That one fell. So I got a 7 plus 2, 9 damage.
All right. And you kill that one.
Should I go ahead and
Just-
dog or make him last?
I'm sorry.
Should I go ahead and go for the dog or should I make him last?
You can go ahead and go for your dog.
And he fumbled.
What do you get?
A 1.
Oof. You see as your dog immediately goes for the arm that Morhawk's character chopped off, and he just starts gnawing on it.
Hey, stop that!
He's just you just see Hunter just nom 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 nom. All right. All right, now it's Silas's turn.
Hell yeah. I'll just attack the one that's still standing.
Okay.
I got a 19.
That will hit.
Hell yeah. So I roll 1d8 plus 2. I got a 6.
6 total.
Yeah, 6 total.
Okay. Right. You kind of like swing low and you like take it at the knee, one of its legs, but it's just it's just hopping there. Like it's trying to balance itself on one leg. And it's going
Oh,
to,
man.
as it is now this thing's turn, is going to swing at you now. Where's my d20? There you are. Does an 11 hit?
Me?
Yes, it attacks you. It
No.
attacks Silas.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit.
Yep. So it tries to swing at you, but it loses its balance in the process and falls to the floor.
Damn.
And then it's back to Marhawk.
Gonna. Well, only one of them is still standing, right?
Yes, there's only one left. It is now on the floor with one leg.
Okay, I will try to sever its arm with the sword. And I guess roll
All right,
20 again.
Yeah. And give yourself a +1 bonus since it's on the ground.
Oh, okay, well, I rolled a 15, so +1 is 16.
That will hit.
Roll d8, and I get a 1. So I guess I
Just
only
one
do
damage?
I guess.
All right.
I guess it's kind of like flailing around, and I just barely nick it or something.
Yeah, so you get like the arm that's not holding anything, you cut that off, and it just kind of rolls over. And it's like flailing, like. And at this point, Melkor, what's your strength bonus?
+2.
Okay, so if all right, so all you gotta do is just roll the hit then, and if you hit it, you'll basically be able to kill it because it's at because even with a minimum, if you roll for damage, you'll kill it.
I got a 10. Yeah.
All right, and it's also on the ground, so you also get that +1 bonus. So that brings it to the 11, which is what you needed to hit it. So how do you kill it?
Stab the head, sword through the head.
Like right through the head, or you're cutting off the head?
I just stab it through the head.
Yep. So you all just
Does
see
it
as
kill it?
oh no, you see. So I was gonna say, Shoal and Silas see as half your swords goes shink, like you actually like feel like the sword like go in through the stone underneath it, and as soon as the sword's like as soon as it's like shink, and then the dragon's body just drops. It goes limp.
Oh, I know the weak point.
All right, and then as you all make your way out of this room, you look around. I'm doing something here really quick. I don't need that. Yeah, you all basically see as you walk out, it's like this very it's weird because it trails off like it's a path, but you also see like as the room kind of like as you can see as you look down the hallway, the room expands into like this cavernous area.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll look around and see if this looks familiar compared to the one we were in earlier.
I will tell you right now, you are definitely not in the same cave that you were in earlier.
Okay.
Well, does the cave like go straight, or does it have like the different paths to take?
Well, as you all are beginning to make your way forward, oh, you begin as you all make your way forward, and you get into like almost like the center of this cavernous area. You begin to hear like scuttering and skittering.
Oh, frostbite spiders.
Nope.
Oh no. Okay. Fuck.
Cyrus.
I'll look to our good friend here. And I'll tell him. How about you go first, man? I mean, girl.
Hmm. I'm
Oh,
going to
you have
attempt to talk to them.
you have infravision, don't you?
Yes.
I do.
Oh, well, yeah. So as you both look out with your infravision, because yeah, Shoulder said, "Yo, talk to these spiders," and then you look and you realize, yeah, spiders don't look rat-like.
Oh.
No,
As you
skeevers.
Okay. Yeah,
Sit-
I can talk to spiders, but
Yeah.
hold on.
You all see 6 large skeevers as they're kind of like sneaking away, like out of different crevices of this cavern.
Oh man, that is disgusting.
Hmm.
And they're making their little like they're making their weird little skeever noises.
I don't
Okay.
see in the dark. So I don't see him yet.
So,
I'm
as a
continuing.
druid, you can talk to creatures that live in forests, but no, that doesn't count.
Well, hold on. Did someone say they grabbed a torch earlier?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So you
Can you hear me?
could hear. Yeah, you can. I'm just thinking with the way that I'm thinking about torch distance and stuff here really quick. So you can hear them, and you may start seeing their eyes glowing in the darkness, but you can't outright make out their bodies as well as your other 2 compatriots can at the moment. So hold on. Now I gotta find the stat for these guys. Thankfully, these guys are not as bad as the Draugr are.
Yeah. Well, after you guys.
All right, so let me. Hold on, I'm trying to find something here, and I keep losing my place. Oh, here we go. All right, would you? So, do you guys want to stick? So let me ask this for you guys: do you guys want to stick to like the old school way of doing initiative and just do one each side a d6 against each other, or would you guys, would you guys rather do individual initiative?
Hmm.
I'd
don't
rather
really-
do old school.
I mean, either one's fine to me.
What about you, Melkor?
I prefer individual only because there's not so many of us. But um, I'll go with however you want to run it.
Uh,
We've been
let's
running it
stick with the
group.
old. Yeah, let's stick with the old school since we got group stuff going on here. So, all right. So let me see here. So Marhawk, roll d6 for me.
I keep doing that.
What? Just typing in the wrong dice?
No. Roll. Spelling roll with only one L. I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. And the skeevers rolled a 4, so you guys get to go first. So I'll just kind of say who at a time. So Marhawk.
I have a short bow. It seems like a better option than just jumping into the pile of skeevers and trying to stab one. So I'll fire an arrow at one of them.
All right. Roll to see if you hit.
I got a 5. I'm going to guess that misses.
Yep, a 5 will miss.
Well, I guess that's all I can do this round. So
All right, Melkor.
All right, I'm going to walk up and swing my sword at one of them because I'm already holding the torch. I can't really draw my bow and all that. So.
All right. So you walk up to Skeever, and you can tell these skeevers are a little bit bigger than the usual ones.
Okay.
So
I got a 15 plus 2 to hit, so 17 to hit.
well, that will hit.
And I got a 1 plus 2 damage, so 3 damage.
All right. Well, thankfully, these skeevers don't have a lot of health, so you bring your sword. You just slice this one in two.
Sweet.
Right. Anything else?
No, I only have one action.
All right then. All right, Warts.
Yes, sir. I'll hit.
With you using a sword, or what are you doing?
No, I'm using my sword, man.
All right, roll the
The
hit
one
then.
the one that I got from the damn Draugr. I got a 10. Man, this is not my day.
Yeah, that just misses.
Ah, god damn it.
All right, so there's only out of the 6 that were cane, there's only 5 left. So let me see here. All right, so 2 are going to come up to are going to rush over to Marhawk's character and attack. And let me find my stinking dice here. Oh no. Oh no. I got a 19 and then a nat 20 for the 2 on
Oof.
Marhawk.
Well, that sucks.
All right. So the 19 is only hold on a second.
1 damage.
Okay, so all right, so for the first one does only 2 points of damage. And then let me see here. Oh, I gotta roll a d4 for something here. Oh no, Marhawk. As you feel this first skeever bite into you, you feel like this wave of sickness kind of come over you. We'll get to that in a minute, but now and then for the one that critted, I just do max damage on crits, so
I'm
you
probably
get
going
3
to
more points of damage.
Oh, so I'm like 1 point away from getting KO'd.
Wait, are these like are the skeevers rats?
I am using the giant rat stat block for these skeevers.
So he got poisoned.
That's okay. I'll take care of the poison. Just keep fighting.
Oh no, I rolled that wrong. Do me a save versus the poison, which is the save versus death as well. You're trying to get over that, Morhawk. I messed that up. I'm sorry.
So,
Did you not hear what I said, Morhawk?
oh, sorry. I had to get up for a second and I accidentally muted my headphones.
No, I messed up. On a bite that has the chance for a disease, you need to roll. It's a save versus poison.
Okay.
So I fucked that one up again. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's why we play the game.
Well, let's see here. My saving throw for poison is at 12. So I guess I need to roll a d20.
Yep, you need equal to or more.
15.
All right. So you had felt this little bit of sickness come over you, and then you just kind of shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. The Bard of House Swift sang that song. Do you remember to the bar one time? Yep. So okay. So thankfully you're not poisoned, but you are pretty much you did have 2 rats just biting on you.
Yeah, that's not cool though.
All right. Only 1 rat will come for Melkor since he slaughtered 1. Does a 13 hit?
No, 15 AC.
All right, so it misses, and then the final 2 will come at Silas.
Let's go.
I get 1 misses with a 2, but then I have a 15 for the other one.
That one hits. The 15 hits.
All right. So that's 3 points of damage, and now Silas, save versus poison.
Yes, sir. My save is 13. I'll roll for you, bro. No, because it's not magic. I got a 9. I failed that save, man.
Oh no! Now I gotta roll this 1d4 really quick.
No, I think I'm dead.
it's
No.
just-
Disease from the giant rats works differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
the death and poison are the same saving number, but different rolls.
yeah, because it uses save versus poison to fight against the disease that you can get from these giant rats or skeevers in this case. And yeah, you begin to feel pretty sick in this moment, Silas.
I guess this
But
disease is slightly not as bad as rabies, but only slightly.
And then, all right, it's time for initiative again. So, Melkor, roll me a d6.
4.
Oh, I got a 5.
Damn rats.
Man, this game is brutal. All right. So again, 2 on Marhawk.
Okay.
Oh my god. 15 and 18.
Well, that's kind of what I was expecting to happen, honestly.
And you only had the 1, right?
Yeah, I only had 1 hit point left.
Yeah. So you go down. Make me a final save versus poison roll.
Okay. Hmm. 12.
Does that succeed?
It's equal to my saving throw.
Then it succeeds. Yeah, so you just see as these 2 rats are just kind of like just gnawing on Shold as she goes down. And then the 1 on Melkor. I got a 14 to hit.
15.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember.
No
Okay, so if
problem.
it's under 15. All right, and then the 2 on Silas.
Yes, sir.
I got an 11 and a 15.
The 11 doesn't hit. The 15 does.
All right, so only 2 points of damage. Do your
Oh,
save.
man.
No, you're already a little diseased right now,
I'm
so you don't need to
already.
make that
Yeah.
again. Right. So, all right. So it's now your guys' turn. Marhawk, roll me a D4, please.
Mm. Three.
All right. You'll have bled out in 3 rounds.
Oh.
All right. Now Melkor, it's your turn.
All right. I got a 12 to hit.
Yep, that's it. 12. 12's exactly what you need.
And 5 plus 2, 7 damage.
Oh yeah, you cleave right through that one.
And I'm going to go for my dog. I forgot my dog last round.
That's fine.
He got a 16.
Okay.
His bite is a d6 damage. And he did 2 points of damage.
All right, and 2 points does the trick. As he goes, I imagine it goes after like one of the ones that's on Sholds.
Yeah.
Yep, you just see as Hunter just darts at one of them and just leaps at it and just yanks it off. It's just like it's like the equivalent of like when the wild animal's got something in its mouth, it just shakes back and forth.
Oh yeah. That's why I got a
And,
big rock.
Yeah, I'll let you roll for him to attack against you. Missed the last turn.
Okay. No pluses to hit, so a 7, so he missed.
Yeah. The other skeever that when he goes to the other skeever that's on the shoal, that skeever kind of gets out of the way. And then Silas, you're up. Warts, you there?
Oh yeah, sorry. What was it?
It's your turn to attack now.
Oh hell yeah. Are there still 2 on me, right?
There are still 2 on you, yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'll take whichever. And I got an 8, so I don't hit shit.
Yep. Goes right through you. And then it's going to be initiative again, so roll d6 for me, Warts.
Sir. I got a 2.
All right, and you beat my 1. So that's good for
Oh,
you
nice.
guys. All right, so Schultz bleed out counter goes down by 1. And then it is Hoffer's turn and Dog.
All right, I got a 6, so I miss. And my dog got a 11.
11 will also miss.
Okay.
All right, back to Silas.
All right. Let's hit this, man. Does Marhog not
His
fight
Marhog's
anymore?
character is currently down.
Oh fuck me. Okay. I got a 4, man. It's not my day.
Yep. And then
It's just a low day. Low rolls.
does your dog have an AC, Melkor?
12.
All right, because the one skeever that he tried to attack is going to go after your dog.
Okay.
Okay, I'm almost half tempted to get rid of these dice away despite of how well they're rolling for me, because I just rolled another. I'm not kidding. I keep rolling 19s on this one die. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like how I kept rolling low numbers. Or rolling high numbers when I wanted to roll low numbers earlier.
All right. But thankfully, the bite from the skeever only deals 1 damage to your dog.
Okay.
And then the 2 that are on Silas.
Okay.
15 and 17.
Oh, those both hit. I mean,
All
even
right.
if you get 1 and 1, I'm dead.
So let me see. Well, there's 1 point of damage there from the
Yes,
first
sir.
bite. And then 3 points from the next one.
I'm at -2.
It's just at
Negative
0.
2.
Doesn't go
Yep.
down to negative in this one.
Okay.
All right. Oh my god. Right, so there's all 3 skeevers and then Melkor and his dog. So, all right, Melkor, roll d6 for initiative.
I'm gonna have to roll up a new character.
The good thing is it don't take too long in OSC, but
Hell yeah, man. Right.
I got a 2.
And I got a 1 again, so that means you're first. So Marhawk counter goes down 1 again. And then it's to Hafir and his dog again.
I got a 12 to hit.
That will hit.
And 7 damage.
Yep, that's another skeever dead.
Dog's turn. He got a 14.
Yep, that'll do the trick.
And 5 damage. Oh no, hold on, that's the wrong dice. Wrong dice. 3 damage.
It still does the trick. There's now only one skeever left.
Mm. Oh.
And then let me see if it is going to run or not. But I'm trying to find all my stupid D6s here. Oh yeah, and this final skeever is just gonna take off back into a little hidey hole.
I mean, it does make sense for it to be terrified if it just saw someone hack one of the other skeevers in half.
I'm gonna go search the other rat holes of the dead ones for potions. See if there's anything I can heal my guys with, because that's my only option. Because all I can do is cure poison. I can't heal.
Can't you just like do like the whole like bandage to stop bleeding out or something? No. I don't remember if this game does the whole like bandages to prevent characters from whatever.
I know Kingdom Come does, but I don't know about Skyrim. I don't remember. No, you just drink potions in Skyrim. You don't do bandaging, do you?
They don't usually have bandages, but I mean, if OSC has bandage rules, I would allow that though for this game as well.
Right, that makes sense. I have a secondary skill. I have a secondary skill of huntsman. I don't know if that would give me any kind of. I have foraging and hunting. I have cure poison. I'm just naming off skills that I could try to do things with.
Hold on, I am trying to find another thing here now, really quick. It's not one thing; it's another.
Otherwise, I'm searching rat holes for potions or anything.
Yeah, you're like looking through these holes. You just find like bones of animals they've eaten, and you do your best not to stick your hand in like skeever droppings.
All right. Well, I guess I'll pick up the bodies and carry them out.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, I mean, even though he's not taking part of like the fights and stuff, Silas is with you, so he would help you. Like even though he's in a weakened state, yeah, he would still help. Yeah, Skarner. That's right, Skarner.
Yep. So he'll help me carry him in. I don't think Skarner had anything on him that, like potion wise.
I don't know for sure 100%. I'm double checking something here.
Well, he is a cleric.
I don't know if he had the cure light wounds on him or not. Actually, let me pull up his character sheet on my end. That would tell me if he's got.
I don't think he has magic because he's first level.
Oh yeah, if a first level cleric doesn't have spells. That's right. I completely forgot. First level clerics don't get their spells until second level.
Right.
But I am trying to look up something here really quick.
Everybody, we're carrying them out.
Are you going to try to stabilize them at all before they bleed out?
Yeah. I'll make just a whatever roll, whatever intelligence or wisdom, I guess. It's not going to be pretty.
Let me double check something here. Table of contents.
Well, the cleric probably has some type of healing skill.
Oh, the cleric. Yeah, the cleric would be able to help you all like bandage him up and stuff. So I'll say, so Silas and Schuld are still unconscious, but they are bandaged up. The bleeding's been stopped momentarily. Although for Silas, he's like sweating profusely now and like shivering.
I have a barbarian skill of cure poison, so I'll use that. So if we go to where's the classes barbarian, it tells you how it works.
Does cure poison work for curing diseases too, though?
Yeah, I'm going to guess no.
Let me look over that. Barbarian skills, climb sheer surfaces, hide in undergrowth, move silently, cure poison in the wilderness to natural poisons. Yeah, I don't think curing poison is the same as curing a disease, though.
Hmm.
But it says each subject may make a second save versus poison to end the effect.
Oh
Give me
wait.
1 second. Like I'm not
Hmm.
trying to. I'm like I just want to make sure I'm following the rules right here. Is
I
what I'm
understand.
trying to do.
Saving a friend.
Let me think here. I know the cleric has some spells like this. That's purify wound watered. Yeah, because there's because there's spells for cure disease.
Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to use that it says save versus poison because the disease came from poison, but it became a disease.
Hmm.
Right.
Well, I think the way it's worded in the OSC like book for these, it's more like these skeevers carry disease. They're
Right.
not.
I
It's not.
understand.
But actually, you know what? Make me an intelligence check.
Hmm.
I have an intelligence of 10.
Yeah, so you're trying to get under it.
I got a 14.
All right. So you're like looking around this cave to see if you can like find anything that could help him with Silas's sickness, and you don't see anything in this cavern at the moment.
Right.
All right,
All
and
right.
as you get
They're not dying at least, so we're carrying them out.
Yep. And as you get towards the end of this cavernous area, you come across 3 different paths that you could take out.
I'm going to rely on my dog's instinct.
All right. Just roll a d6 and tell me what you get for on it.
A 2.
All right. It's like you see him kind of you see your dog look, and then he just kind of like he like points his nose towards the because it's literally like it's left, middle, right is literally how they are. He points his nose towards the left pat and just ruff ruff.
Yep. Let's go that way. I'm
Uh,
feeling some wind too. If I don't feel wind after a while, it's going to be like we're not going towards the exit, you know?
Hmm.
yep.
I'm a huntsman, so I would kind of know to feel for the wind.
All right. You do feel some wind come through here as you follow this path on the left. It brings you into yet another cavern.
All right, looking at all surroundings as we enter. Is there an exit point or is it just a dead end?
No, you see you see as you enter this cavern, there's also 3 more exits at the end of this cavern too. And now I was thinking about doing something, but I'm not going to do it right now. So, are you just going to trust your dog to try to lead you out again?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, roll me a d6.
6.
All right, he points. He points and barks at the right path.
I'm following my dog, but I'm feeling for the wind. If I don't feel
Hmm.
wind, then I know something's wrong.
Um, so you feel like some wind as you go this way. It's not like giant gusts or anything.
Yeah.
But make me a wisdom check.
That's not any good. I got a 9 on a 9.
Okay, so that's actually perfect. So as you actually notice this time, as you make your way, you see like where parts of the cavern wall kind of like has like fallen away or eroded, and you see glimmers of what looks to be almost like gold piping in these cavern walls.
Okay, I'm taking note.
And then Marhawk, make me a Constitution check.
Is that a D6 or D20?
No, D20. D20. Roll under your Constitution stat.
I rolled an 18.
All right, so you're still out. You've not woken up yet, and Silas, I'll allow you to roll a Constitution check if you want to.
All right, I'll do it. Below saving, so below. I have a 15, so I pass.
All right. Okay? So you wake up with 1 hit point in
God damn.
in Skirner's arms as he's carrying you. And I'll say because of the disease, a lot you're going to be rolling with penalty on a lot of things at
I
this
don't know if I
moment.
want to roll, man. Just let me rest.
You're just going to let Skirner carry you as you're just like.
Yeah, I'll just sleep in his arms. Hey, thank you, man.
I'm pretty sure Skarner would put you down pretty quickly.
Oh, what a bitch.
It's like you smell so nice.
He didn't want to carry you from the get go. See as barbarians.
And as you all make your way up this cave, you all have to stop yourselves as you enter a room that has 2 skeevers just sleeping in the corner.
Am I still
Hell no.
unconscious?
Yeah, I'm gonna put Amar Hawkman down quietly, and then notch an arrow.
All right. So yeah, Marhawk's unconscious. Silas is just barely awake, and then Skirner's just kind of being quiet. And yeah, you're in this room. It's not a large room. It's almost built like a sleeping quarters for like a pet. Is what it looks like. And then
I think we
just
took
make
the
me.
wrong turn.
Well, you see, there's another exit across the way.
All right.
And so just make me a single attack roll. And I'll give you a +2 since you're surprising him.
You're talking to Hafir?
Yeah, half year. Yes. Sorry, did I say someone else's name?
No, I just didn't. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because you said you put down Marhawk and drew your bow, right?
Right. All right.
Yep.
So I got a natural 19 plus 4.
All right. I'll just say you just let off 2 arrows and you kill these 2 skeevers. Just
Sweet.
dunk dunk.
Getting advantage of surprise because they're sleeping. Yeah, that does help a lot.
Yeah. And I kind of it's something that I've learned from a lot of different games is if they're like if you basically because I remember we put like a bunch of ants in one cave under like a sleep spell, and the GM just was like, "Oh, it lasts for like this long. You're going to kill him in that amount of time anyway. So just say how you kill him." All right, and as you all continue across the way, it opens up into it's still like cavern, so it's like still stone and dirt, but it goes down a hallway and then it tees off left and right.
Which way is the flame pulling on my torch?
Um. Trying to figure out how to answer that question.
You can use the mythic.
Nah, that's what I'm doing. It's pulling left.
Hey, that's the way I'm going.
All right.
I hope we're getting out of here soon.
Yeah.
So how I'm doing this is I'm literally using this. It's this dungeon generator that's part of this solo game I have, to where I'm drawing cards, and those cards are connected to like a room type, and so that's how I've been generating this room.
Yeah, no
Or at
problem.
least,
I'm just blowing the dog in the wind.
yeah, or at least this level. So
Okay, so I finally figured out what the actual spell list for druids is, and yeah, I guess I actually have two different spell lists to tinker with.
all right, so sorry. So I'm just sending a text to my girlfriend real quick here. Okay,
All good, man.
so So who's okay? So I guess Hoffier's in front.
Um, yeah, as we kind of walked out, I just kind of would step off to the side to make room for everybody else to step in,
Yeah.
because I had to set Mar Hauptmann down.
Right. So you're going left. Make me a dex check, please.
Uh, 15 under 16.
Right. So you're walking forward, and since you weren't checking for traps, you didn't realize until it was too late as you stepped on like a stone and it sinks into the floor. But you're able to quickly move back, as it's like one of those spike walls just kind of flings down from the ceiling, trying to hit you.
Okay. Let me look at my character sheet. I know I can. I'm gonna start searching for traps because I know I can. I've never seen.
Yeah, I just happened to draw a card that was literally trap exclamation point. All right. But as you look like past this trap, as you see it kind of reset itself, and now you know what stone to avoid, which I assume you tell
Oh,
Skierner.
it's a 1d6 roll. Exploration, find room traps.
Yeah, that's to find the room. This was to avoid the traps, so you didn't look for it.
Okay, yeah.
But as you look ahead, you see a set of stairs that go up.
Stone steps, I take it.
Yeah, actually, like stone or concrete steps that go up.
Like it was cut into the earth.
Yeah.
Oh, so
All
it
right,
doesn't
so
have any that
I
look
feel
like
like
they're
we're
slightly
leaving.
loose.
Silas, make me an intelligence check.
Yes.
And I'm not going to give you the negative penalty on this one.
Okay. Oh man, I missed by one. That's too bad.
All right. Actually, Melkor, go ahead and give me an intelligence check too.
One low. 8 under
Intelligence.
10. 8 under 10.
Gotcha. All right, so as you all begin to make your way up these steps, Hoffier, you recognize like the gold coloring in the symbols that's now like on showing up on these other walls of the stairs. It's Dwemer.
Okay. I've never been here before. So I don't think.
Not to your knowledge, you probably have never been to this area before.
No, probably not. All right.
I'm trying to get to. Well, that's not it.
And I'm not very literate either. So everything
Yeah,
looks weird.
You probably just recognize that's Dwemer. You just don't know how to read it. And Silas is too basically out of it from his disease, even though he's kind of awake to tell like what this would be even saying.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
that's the thing, though, is that as far to my understanding, there's like a handful of extremely knowledgeable scholars in Skyrim that can read Dwemer writing, and that's literally the only people that can.
Yeah. And I think at this point, I think it's because they refer to the Dwemer also as dwarves in Skyrim. I would say that Dwemer writing is very close to dwarvish writing
Well,
in
man,
this case.
my understanding is that their language was a derivative of Elvish. It's just that the way that they wrote things was just fundamentally different somehow, and like the other kinds of dwarf probably intentionally different so that the other kinds of dwarves can't read what they write unless it's someone who actually speaks Dwemer. Uh,
Then,
they were weirdly secretive.
Yeah.
Or just
Go ahead and
secretive
make
in general.
me. Marhawk, go ahead and make me another Constitution check.
Oh yeah. Roll d20. 5.
Right, so you wake back up with 1 hit point.
Good.
It's like I'm being way too merciful on you guys for this, but I'm like I also feel I can't help but feel bad at how just brutalized by those skeevers you got.
I'll be honest, is that
Oh, the dice.
that's whatever. It's another sort of thing I would personally be too worried about. It's like, oh, you survived this encounter. Carry on.
What were you about to say, Melkor?
I said that's how the dice fall sometimes.
Yep. Plus, if y'all died right now, I have no game. So, because it's too soon to like just change everything.
Yeah.
All right. So as you make your way up the steps, and let's see, you come across another T junction, left and right. And we will say for your flame, it pulls to the right.
This is a lot of back and forth. Hopefully, we're going up
Well,
or out.
Well, it doesn't surprise you, as the stories you probably have heard about these Dwemer mines, they were very much almost maze-like.
Don't the Dwemer have artificial? Yeah, I'm actually going to like to say this in character. It's like Sheldon's going to be like, don't the Dwemer have artificial means to pull air into their holes they live in?
I think so.
So the airflow we're following could be just leading us deeper underground.
But we just went up.
All right. So you're going down this hallway to the right, and that's when you suddenly reach a dead end, and you look up and there's just a hole in the ceiling, in the hole in the cavern right there, just going up.
The vent hole.
Yep.
Yep, that sounds like the sort of thing Dwemer would build.
All right, so we know we're underground.
Anyway, we can just like climb the shaft.
No.
It's one of those things. Just like, oh, I'm a druid. Can I make vine rope to climb up? And not really. No.
I have 50 foot of rope hanging on my backpack.
Yeah.
But knowing
And a
these Dwemer,
grapple.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just like a vent hole. It's not like a human size hole.
Oh, right. So it's like it's too small of a shaft for a person to fit into. Gotcha.
Yeah, but you now, Marhawk. Your character all starts to know like the writing, the golden pipes and stuff that's kind of like in the ceiling. Excuse me, and all that. So yeah, you now know like you're in a Dwemer area.
Hmm.
Back across the hallway to the left.
All right. Oh, this will be interesting. As you all make your way, you see like these. You see like those. You see as you make your go way down the left side. And Silas, I think are you gonna start walking out too at this point? You're still letting Skirner carry you.
Hell no, man! I'm letting him carry me.
Hmm.
The hell? I'm too frail of a brethren to be walking right now.
All right. You come across this giant set of the golden Dwemer doors.
Ooh.
And as you push this door open, you arrive and basically it's like a weird combination of like a workshop and a vault. As you see these work tables where like there's like all these different Dwemer parts just all scattered about. There's like one of those like construct spiders that someone was working on at one point. It's like there's like pieces of like one of those Dwemer spheres off to the side somewhere. But then your eyes lay upon something in front of you guys, like towards the end of this vault workshop like place. You see what looks like a how do I want to describe it? Imagine if imagine like one of those Egyptian mummy sarcophaguses, but it's like the dwarven armor instead of like the Egyptian pharaoh.
Hmm.
And it's like standing upright, and it's got like several like different things connected to it as well.
I'd heard that the Dwemer built such monstrosities. Not really sure why they built such things. Just that they did.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is it
But as
awake
you'll
or is it asleep?
it's not like an actual construct. It's like a all like Dwemer metal sarcophagus.
Oh. Hmm.
That's all that's in here.
Well, it's like a workshop too, so you see like Dwemer parts and pieces all scattered about too as well.
Um, I do kind of feel a lot of curiosity because I know Dwemer make a whole lot of dangerous things, but they also make extremely useful things that are impossible to find elsewhere. So, be careful what you touch, but you definitely want to look for useful things.
I guess first we want to get out of here, though. I feel like we're all pretty fucking destroyed right now.
I also know that
Uh,
the Dwemer wouldn't make maps in a form that we could use, so trying to find a map that would be useful is completely pointless.
and it's as soon as you say that, that's when you that's when you all hear the doors as the doors close behind you all, and then you hear the sound of as steam gets released, and you actually can see as like the steam is being released from as it's like going like a trail along the pipes, and you can see as the pipes go tss, tss, connected to the Dwemer metal sarcophagus that's like in the it's like standing upright position.
Of course, it was going to open. Why wouldn't it?
And that's where you'll hear the tss, just a one long hiss as the steam is released from the sarcophagus. As the lid is like loosened, you hear the doom, as it like pops off and swings open. And it's like there's like it's all like steam right in this sarcophagus at first, and then a person falls out.
A person? What do they look like?
Silas, make an intelligence check for me, and you get a +2 bonus for this.
Oh, nice. I'll probably fail anyway. Nine. I didn't fail.
So, you've read stories about them. Part of you've researched them for the majority of life. Heck, you were exploring this exact Dwemer cavern area before you got knocked out by the necromancer himself and locked away. Because that's how we're saying you got here.
Yeah.
But never in all your. How old is your character?
Not that old. Not that old. Considering she's a Breton, I would say about 40.
Oh, it's a he or a she?
Oh, it's a he. That's Silas
He.
for you.
Yeah, but nowhere in Silas's 40 years of life did he ever think he would actually lay eyes on a Dwemer himself.
Oh, no way.
And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Okay then.
Hell yeah.
Yep, I figured this would be an interesting little thing. Because I felt like the Dwemer was such an underexplored thing in Skyrim. I just thought, let's have some fun with it.
One of the things about the Dwemer that's interesting is that some of the other games did in fact have you meeting and talking to Dwemer. Then Skyrim is like, oh, the Dwemer are gone now. But you have all these runes they left everywhere.
No, but I got the idea from basically how you find like Serena in that sarcophagus thing that she's been in there for thousands of years. I'm basically doing that with this is like the last soul surviving Dwemer.
Well,
which is basically a dwarf artificer in this case.
Well, and the thing with that though is that in Skyrim they went with the thing that whatever it was that caused the Dwemer to vanish, which they've never canonically explained what it was, something magic, but other than that, what no one knows. What they one quirk with that is that it wasn't really all of the Dwemer. It was all of the ones that were conscious at the time that it happened, but not, all of the Dwemer in actual fact, because any Dwemer that were exiled from Skyrim into one of the planes of oblivion was not affected.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I'm still trying to figure out if the Dwemer would be closer to like the regular dwarves, or would they be closer to Dwergar? Because the Dwergar were all like very much underground dwarves.
Well, see, here's the thing: is that dwarf in Skyrim is a concept. Dwemer are more properly called deep elves.
Well, they call the Dwemer dwarves in the game.
No, they don't. They call them Dwemer.
They do refer to them as the dwarves of the Dwemer.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing though, is that they're still Mer.
Yeah, they're elves.
They're not a separate entity from Mer. They're a different kind of Mer from the other kinds of Mer, but they're still Mer. It's possible that they're like somewhat shorter than other Mer, but not even all that much shorter, from what I understand.
Okay. I actually am finding pictures of them, and they do. I mean, it depends on what because there are some that could pass for like they're like a weird it's like a weird breed between like a deep dwarf, like a Dwergar, because the Dwergars were like very much pale or gray depending on where you look at them, and like an elf.
Yeah.
Like some of them are shiny, and some of them are kind of like short and stocky too.
Yeah, but
It's a dwarf?
like not like a Tolkien dwarf kind of stocky, but like stocky by elf standards. This way I understand it,
Yes.
anyways.
So let me think here. It's actually, I think there may be something in one of the caravans that can fit this.
Could you just like borrow dwarf stats for them, even if you don't use the dwarf appearance?
Yeah, he's like a short. It's yeah, because I like the one. I'll have to share this picture, but it's like it's short and stocky. He had on like the dwarven on. He had like on the dwarven armor, and then he had like the pointy ears, but he had like a decent beard too.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
So
right.
he's like,
I just remember something. It's like it's mostly humans in Skyrim that refer to Dwemer as dwarves. The elves don't, as far as I understand. I might be remembering that wrong.
hmm, I don't remember if the elves did or did not refer to them as dwarves or not.
Because like you're right that some people in Skyrim do call them dwarves, but those are always people who've never met one.
Yeah, well, as far as in the Skyrim game lore, the dwarves are basically gone by that point. I think,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, it's mentioned they disappeared, but
yeah,
because magic.
but there's still all those ruins and stuff still around the area. So I feel like Dwargar would actually fit this a little better then, because Dwargar is still dwarf, but it's got more that this race has been mostly underground almost all their lives.
Yeah, that sounds
Aren't they,
about right.
aren't they like the gray dwarves?
Yeah, which would fit the Dwarmar because when you look at the Dwarmar, they're like gray elves.
Yeah, like I said, it's like in Skyrim they're called deep elves in some cases, which
Yeah, I
is
haven't heard the deep elf one yet, so
hmm. Because like they're the elf variety that just live in caves deep underground and don't ever go out in daylight because well actually according to some sources they're actually blind by human standards and they have this weird sort of like sound based sight that lets them see the world around them by listening to it. I'm not sure if that's actually how it works or not, but the one thing I heard about it.
all right. So doing XP now real quick. So 20. Yeah, all the Draugrs were 20 XP each. You got 30 from all the skeevers in that one cavern area, 10 more for the ones down the deal, and then I'm giving just another 20 for arriving and surviving.
Hmm. I mean, completing mission objectives, sure, that counts for XP, right?
Yeah, and then I mean it's not a whole lot, but I'm trying to figure. I feel like there's other XP to give out here besides that. Just can't.
I mean, we did technically pick up a few small pieces of loot, even if that. Although I'm not really sure if OSE actually does the loot gives you XP.
If you do, you got. I think from what I hear, you have to go arrive at a safe place with that gold.
Oh,
Usually,
so
okay.
it's one of those things where finding the loot isn't what gives you XP, but it's selling it for training.
Okay, there is a. Here we go. Warning XP. Then yeah, non-magical treasure. Characters gain 1 XP per 1 gold piece value of treasure. But that's not. But that doesn't count towards like magical treasure doesn't grant XP. Non-magical treasure does though.
So, other than the sword, which really isn't all, much of anything, I think that's like 10 gold value of the sword he picked up, and that's about it, I guess. Then, oh wait, there's also those books, although those are history and lore books, not really, standard treasure.
I wasn't gonna count the sword in the books.
Okay then.
Oh, let me think here. I'm double checking. I mean, so yeah, it's just gonna be everyone. You guys all get 40 more experience points.
Okay.
Okay. So in total, how much experience? Just 40?
Yeah, you guys just get 40 experience because it was 120 total. Divide that amongst the three of you, it's 40 experience points each.
Okay.
Got it.
And then if you're doing the multi-class, you divide that amount by your 2 classes, and then then you do the prerequisites for your classes for that amount of the experience point you put in that class.
Right.
I get plus 5%. So 5% of 40 is 8. So 48.
Well, no, it would be of 20 because it's two separate classes. So you would have 2 separate prerequisites for each class.
Yeah, it's like you split the XP between the 2 classes, and then you look at each class individually to see if you increase that one based on the prime stats.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct.
All right.
And and even if your prime requisite doesn't comes out as like a weird decimal, you still get like a minimum of like 1 extra experience point if you have a prime requisite like percentage. All right. Well, this was a good session tonight, guys. You're not quite out. You're not quite out of the woods yet, but you're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very much in the woods, man.
Yep. Y'all went from let's travel to Lord one to okay, now we're in the Dwemer mine.
It's like, oh, so that's where this cave goes.
Yeah. And also don't forget that there may or may not be a necromancer that took y'all to this area.
Yeah, it's like we're not really sure which part of the cave the necromancer is currently hiding in. Might be this the part we're in currently, might not. Although, to be honest, I would kind of suspect that the necromancer would have messed with this Dwemer stuff because it looks expensive.
That's probably why he's probably why he chose this place to begin with. Place where he can work.
Like, Dwemer ruins, especially ones that aren't, occupied, are the most prime real estate in all of Skyrim.
Just a Nord guy poking his head out from somewhere, being like, "It's free real estate."
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to the vault.
I mean, there's a reason why so many Falmer live in them. I mean, yes, Falmer are, not exactly what most people would consider skilled negotiators for real estate, but, they're people who value free real estate.
Man, out of all the enemies in Skyrim, the ones I hate the most are the Falmer. They're always just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, Falmer are one of those things where it's the classic example of someone who is in fact smart enough to be someone you need to outthink, but is also someone who is crazy enough to be what the is this guy even thinking?
Yeah, and then you get into the Dawnguard DLC where it's like, oh, the Falmer were actually like once like snow elves, and then they were all corrupted.
Yeah, I mean, because like that's actually one of those things where that they actually get into is that the name Falmer actually means snow elf. It and like people have been calling them snow elves the entire time, and people who didn't bother to pay attention to what that means in Elvish just didn't notice. Oh.
Oh, I don't know if you guys like follow Shadow Dark or not, but their Western Reaches campaign just ended, and they made almost $2.4 million which is
Oh.
more than what they made on the main Kickstarter for the main book.
Yeah,
like 2
I heard
years
they got
ago.
a lot of money. I didn't hear exactly
Yeah.
how much.
The exact amount, because the original goal was 10,000, they have $2,385 and no $2,385,448 total.
And I
Yeah.
just realized that I had been doing the bonus XP wrong, and that I actually get the same amount for each character class, and I don't actually need to do it separately. I just need to do it twice.
All right, I gotta go.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get to see you again next week, Words. I'm glad you got to finally play with us.
Hey, hopefully.
Yeah, it's like tell your boss you need to do the take this job and shove it.
Yeah, man. I need the job though.
That's
I mean,
fair.
it's one
You
of
have
those
a good
things
night.
where you have to balance needing money with having free time.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it
All
was
right,
fun.
guys. Yep.
All right,
Y'all
Well,
I'll see y'all
Look-
later, man.
Mm-hmm.
look forward to seeing what happens next week. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, good night.
Alrighty then. All right, so I guess we're done with all of the wrap up stuff then. Okay, guess we are. Never mind. They are literally all gone now.